Hello and welcome to Recovery Stories Have Power. My name is Oliver Books. On today's bonus episode, we've got our host, Tyler Brandon, on the ground at last September's event, the National Rally for Recovery, which took place in Chicago, Illinois. Tyler interviewed some volunteers and attendees about the event. After that, we'll jump into some clips from my trip down to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where I talked with some folks at the Mobilize Recovery bus tour stop right in the pumpkin patch. We both had some great conversations, so stay tuned.
Hey everybody, my name is Tyler Brandon and I am with Faces and Voices of Recovery. We are here in Chicago, Illinois at the 2024 National Rally for Recovery. And I am here with Jennifer and we are going to ask some questions today on the street with Tyler. Jennifer, if you could introduce yourself with any information you'd like to supply to listeners and viewers.
Sure. I am Jennifer, here helping out, volunteering for the National Recovery Rally from Lake County, part of NERCO on the board of directors. So just making sure that we are helping people find their way in.
Thank you. Well, hello everyone. We are here at the 2024 National Recovery Rally. And we are here with Lori. I'm going to let Lori introduce herself because you have accomplished so much and I cannot give you the appreciation you deserve. So I'm going to let you introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Lori Johnson Wade, co-founder with my husband, Dr. Von Zellway. Lost Dreams Awakening.
Okay. Yeah.
These are some of our fabulous recovery coaches, and we are so excited to be in Chicago. I am a woman in recovery since May 30th of 1991. And I'm really excited to be here to celebrate the fact that we can and we do recover. Yes, National Recovery Month is a necessary celebration for us to keeping our eyes on the prize.
Well, hello everyone. We are back here in Chicago, Illinois at the National Recovery Rally. Today I have a very special guest. I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself, again, with any pertinent information you feel that everyone listening back home should know.
Okay, well, my name is Chelsea Laliberte Barnes. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. That's what I do in my day job. But I'm also one of the co-founders of Live for Lolly, which is a large harm reduction and recovery community organization serving the Chicago suburbs. And I'm one of the co-founders of the Illinois Harm Reduction and Recovery Coalition. And we represent this community in Springfield, in some of the rooms where decisions are being made in DC. And we are advocating for the rights of people who use drugs and people who love them.
Exactly. And one thing I have to say too is harm reduction is a pathway of recovery, and it's a very important discussion to have. So I've been asking what recovery means to you, but what does harm reduction and recovery mean to you in this?
That is such an important question and a thoughtful question. Harm reduction is recovery and recovery is harm reduction. I mean, harm reduction is meeting people where they're at, right? And that's what recovery is doing as well. And I think it's really about individualized radical love. Individualized pathways grounded in radical love. We can't love ourselves and love each other wherever we are, no matter where that is. As a community, we're going to continue to suffer. So,
absolutely. Huge. This is a big one.
Okay.
What does recovery mean to you?
Recovery. So my background, I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I'm also a alcohol and drug counselor. But for me, recovery is just overall improvement, be it from substances, alcohol, mental health, trauma, relationships, whatever you may need to or want to be improving for yourself, attaining that, working towards progress.
Absolutely. I mean, recovery encapsulates so much, so it can mean so many different avenues that some people don't even think about. What are you most excited for the rally today?
I'm excited more than anything else is to show my staff that we come together when we're united, the power of that. That's what excites me, that they're going to experience that. Yeah.
There's good energy here.
Yeah! We love it.
What are you looking forward to most today at the Rally for Recovery?
Honestly, there's so many amazing speakers. I think just listening to stories, the hope, the inspiration, the sense of community. I think there's nothing more than being around individuals who've overcome so much and just gaining some, inspiration from what they have to share.
Absolutely. It's so powerful, like being around it, you feel the energy in a way. Today, what are you most looking forward to for the rally? I mean, I know we're about, what, 2 hours deep, hour deep? What are you most looking forward to for the rest of this rally?
I'm just like so excited that this even exists. I mean, it's an honor to be a partner of Dr. Mary's and Dora's and the organizations that put this together, to be here in community. Just to be in community. The opposite of addiction is not sobriety, it's connection. And that's what we're doing here. And I love it.
So my last question, what would you leave the listeners and viewers with that they can take with them, maybe philosophical, enlightening, wisdomatic, something that they can, in a positive way, add to their life?
Yeah, so that's a tough one.
I know, it's hard.
It's hard that they could take away. So I guess it would be it's intimidating stepping into these kind of spaces, I think, initially. But I think once you make that step, you walk into the rooms, you walk into the rally, I think the sense of acceptance and belonging takes over. And then you're able to connect and, find some similarities in the people that are around you that you would never think that you would share those similarities with. So I think just taking that little opportunity to maybe step out of a comfort zone can always reap benefits that you could never imagine.
Absolutely. Taking that first step, it's not getting intimidated and not letting stigma prevent you from making those choices and those changes, right? Absolutely. But Jennifer, thank you so much. With one thing that you could leave listeners or viewers with that's enlightening, philosophical, wisdomatic, something that they can use in their daily life, what would that be?
That you are enough and you're doing enough. And if you need to take a break, if you need to go stretch, if you need to go for a walk, if you need to tap out, do it. Because we got to keep you healthy if you're going to be helping other people. I guess the other thing I would say is please support the harm reduction community's efforts to legalize and expand harm reduction, especially overdose prevention sites. We are doing this to keep people alive so that they can live the lives they want to live. Talk to us about it. We want to be in this with you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Chelsea. And we will be getting Chelsea on an podcast interview at some point. So look for that. Thank you, everyone. See you soon. Last question, because I won't keep everyone.
Sure, thanks, Tyler.
If you can leave us with some enlightenment, wisdom, philosophical statement, something that you feel the listeners or viewers at home can use in their day-to-day life.
Thank you so much for the question. What I think you're experiencing, what you're seeing right now, is the ancient philosophy of Ubuntu. It's the ancient African philosophy of Ubuntu, that I am because we are. Yeah. So that's what I leave. This is a we thing, what we're experiencing today. And so there is power in connection. We are better together.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
I am Jessica Geschke, and I am with the Clinton Foundation and Start Healing Now. What brought me to the Mobilize Recovery bus stop, I live in Wisconsin, and this is the closest one to me. But I'm also a national nonprofit with Start Healing Now, and working with the Clinton Foundation. We're also a national organization. So I have the overdose aid kits, and just getting out and meeting people in different parts of the Midwest is what I like to do. So we have our overdose aid kits. We have them here with us today. We're hanging them across our nation. We're putting them up in businesses. Wherever you see a fire extinguisher or an AED machine, we want to have our overdose aid kits as well. They contain naloxone, fentanyl testing strips, breathing masks, Disposer X packets and other harm reduction supplies. You can't save a life unless there's Narcan available, and so our goal is just to make them available and accessible to anyone and everyone.
I'm Jody. I am with Full Circle. I'm here because I'm a person in recovery. For me, that means that for the last 6.5 years, I have not used illicit substances, and I've taken active steps to address my mental health and underlying trauma. Every day that looks different for me, whether it's therapy, being involved in community, or my job at Full Circle Recovery.
Hi, I'm Cindy West, and I'm the Executive Director of Full Circle Recovery. And I'm in recovery myself, and being a part of an organization that helps people, meets people where they're at, supports people on different pathways of recovery is an absolute blessing for me in my life. I work on my recovery on my own time, but I also get to work on recovery every day with a really great team and awesome volunteers in recoveries.
My name is John West. I've been in recovery since March 25th, 2021. And I'm here today on behalf, I volunteer for Full Circle Recovery Community Center, which is a great opportunity to shed some more experience on recovery, which is something I've never been used to. So it's just a new way of life. I'm here because I want to stay alive today and help others.
Full Circle Recovery is the first SAMHSA recognized recovery community organization in Iowa. We were 2 of the first 5 recovery community centers in Iowa, helping expand the recovery movement in our state. So as a recovery or community organization, we have 2 recovery community centers in Des Moines and Council Bluffs, as well as statewide programs for our corrections recovery coaching program. So day to day in our Des Moines and Council Bluffs locations at our centers, you can find people communicating, laughing, joking, spilling coffee, and having recovery meetings. And then statewide, we communicate with incarcerated individuals in all 9 state prisons, as well as Polk County and Pottawatomie County Jail, just getting them connected to recovery community. Many of us have been incarcerated due to our substance use disorder, and we really want to support individuals in building community and accessing resources so that we can hopefully limit the number of times people are traumatized by the criminal justice system.
My name's Kathy Strain. I'm with Partnership to End Addiction. I'm the manager of peer services and advocacy. And that Partnership to End Addiction, we're where families find answers. We have an entire suite of programs online for family members that are impacted with their loved one's substance use. We provide peer coaching. We have a helpline. We have online support groups. We also have support groups for family members that have lost their loved one to any type of substance-related death. And my reason that I'm here, I didn't start out in this position. I started out as a volunteer parent coach about 7 years ago, when one night I found Partnership to End Addiction when I was going through the nightmare of my children's addictions, and I really didn't know where to turn or where to find answers. And it was one dark night I was searching online and came across the Partnership to End Addiction, and the parent coach program there actually changed the trajectory for my family, which is why I love this program so much. And I do what I do because I don't want any family member to ever feel as alone and afraid as I did.
Aaron Kacharski, been in recovery since September 6th of 2003, which is pretty wild to say. I'm part of the Mobilize Recovery team in the middle of this amazing bus tour. We're actually going through 13 different states, hitting 17 cities and doing 28 events across the country. We really do this bus tour as a way to meet people and communities exactly where they are. And today we happen to be at a farm, which is great. But we are going to jails. We are going to recovery community centers. We're going to universities, recovery high schools, sober living homes. And so at one point, we were like, what would happen if we just parked this bus in a cornfield somewhere? And this is what happened. And this community has come together. And it's just been amazing listening to people talk about their recovery stories and what they need for their community. And working to help them advocate for that.
Well, thank you so much for listening to our clip show here at Recovery Stories Have Power. We had such a good recovery month. Thank you so much to everyone who attended all of our events, Whether it was the rally or the luncheon or the recovery walk, we had such a great time talking with you and getting to know all of our constituents from all over the country. And thank you for listening to this episode of Recovery Stories Have Power. We have a few more episodes for you this year, and then we've got some planning to do because we've got some big things coming in 2025. So stay tuned, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.